vague smile. There is a dawn breaking into the darkness, as if solicited in an alien world, with timid and hazardous instinctive grace, orphaned and driven out to seek a home, an errant marvel with no place to live. Into a far-off nook of heaven there came a slow, miraculous gesture's dim appeal, a glamour from the unreached transcendences, a descent to the glory of the unseen, a message from the unknown, immortal light, ablaze upon creation's quivering edge. Dawn built her aura of magnificent hues and buried its seed of grandeur in the hours. As when a soul draws near the sill of birth, adjoining mortal time to timelessness, a spark of deity lost in matter's script, the luster vanishes in the inconscient plane, the transitory glow of magic fire. So now dissolved in bright accustomed air, all sprang to their unwearying daily acts. The thousand peoples of the soil and tree obeyed the unforcing instant's urge, and leader here with an uncertain mind, alone who stares at the future's covered face, man lifted up the burden of his fate. The fallen self's power is doing her quiet work in partial awareness. She is doing her quiet work, but in partial awareness only. In that work, the earth goddess moves. She orbits around the sun. She is orbiting around the sun in its light, but she is forgetful of her spirit and her fate. However, in this inscrutable darkness, something changes. Something is there that wishes to know, but knows not how to be. There is a straining to look for absent light. Straining to look for absent light. There is the effort to recollect objects and objectives which were once there, but now all that has vanished. But from the other side of boundlessness arrives a message, arrives the omniscient goddess, arrives on the scene, the omniscient goddess from the other side, arrives the message. It calls the adventure of consciousness and joy. It demands consent to the hope it has brought, consent to see and feel. The omniscient goddess demands a response from here, that she is welcome, that she will be received. A thought is sown, a memory quivers, hope is kindled. All that was destroyed in inconscient, all that are described in inconscient time, must be rebuilt. It must be built again. It must be rebuilt. Yes, all can be done. Yes, all can be rebuilt if there is a God touch. But the God touch is there because the message has arrived from above. The omniscient goddess is leading across the spaces. The errant marble solicited for a home to live. It wandered through the darkness of this creation, and there arose the appeal of a slow, miraculous gesture. The result was quite encouraging. Some kind of a response was there. It was a promise, beauteous, promise beauteous, and full of happy wonders. A window of light had opened. The hidden things awoke to the greatness of new light. Darkness failed. Darkness slipped down like a robe from the reclining body of a god. The revelation and the flame poured themselves out into its heart. The sign of perpetual dawn blazed in the sky. Coming from the unreached transcendences, there appeared the glory of the glory of the unseen sun, the celestial vision moving in the wake of the dawn. Who lit the sky with magnificent hues? Who planted crimson seeds of grandeur in that early hour? It looked as though the things which were promised long ago were going to get fulfilled. That instant has arrived. The doors of heaven could have been flung open. A bright, joyous form of bliss and loveliness and beatitude would have approached nearer. The all-seeing goddess thought everything was ready. The omniscient goddess, the all-seeing goddess, thought everything was ready. Ready for her, ready to receive her presence, ready for her dwelling here, for her to walk in the face of terrestrial hopes and longings and yearnings. Indeed, the alert ear of nature felt the rustle of that moment of her coming, rustle of her coming. A luminous smile kindled to fire the silence of the world. It was a celebration. It was a moment of jubilation. All grew a happy expression of thanks and gratitude. The air, the hills, the revealing sky, the green trees, the luxurious branches rich with fruits, whole nature was jubilant to welcome the omniscient goddess. All offered their prayers to the new wonder waking in their souls. Even common meaningless objects shone with great light. But that was not to be always there. It was an instant. It was for a while, for a brief while. The splendid goddess, he wanted to come here, who wanted to stay here, could not stay here too long. Her presence could not be borne for too long. Only for a short while she could stay here. The spaces were not ready for a celestial treat. She would not impose herself upon things. The magic fire preferred to withdraw from the mortal region. She preferred to go back instead of imposing herself on his creation. The message just ceased. The divine afflatus withdrew. The power that had come with great hope and possibility drew back into her own secret world. The fire dissolved into its own accustomed brightness. It could not stay here for too long. Her presence could not be borne in time fully. Too mystic real for inhabiting a house in space. The glory and the wonder lived no more. What remained instead was the common light of earthly day. Common light of earthly day. Things which were apparelled in celestial light are no more there now. The rainbow would come and go. The moon would have the light, but the glory had passed away from the earth. There was a sigh of nature that the visionary glory had departed. Here is now just a common light of the day. It is here in this common light of the day, in the common light of the earthly day, that Savitri wakes up. The omniscient goddess came. She would not stay here because things were not sufficiently ready for her. She would not stay here, and therefore there was now again just the common light. There was a sigh of nature that the visionary glory had departed. Here is now just a common light of the day. In it, under these conditions, in this light, that man lifted the burden of his fate. It is here, in this common light of the earthly day, that Savitri awoke. She awoke to join the brilliant summoner's chant. She accepted the common lot. What the omniscient goddess did not do, it is that Savitri has done. She accepted the common lot. She stepped into the common day.